Welcome back to Crypto Warehouse. My name is Mike, and today we're going to go over the news of the second LFG vote on Jupiter. It has been announced a mere 2 hours ago, and we're going to go through that as well as give you a very brief breakdown of each project you can vote for in the vote. Slug announced at around about 7 o'clock this morning. The Jupiter Core Working Group would like to announce the official date of the second LFG vote. It will take place on Wednesday, the 17th of April at 5 p.m, right after the weekly uplink call. Make sure to save the date as the voting window will last for 3 days. But before we do any of that, can we please ask you to like and subscribe to Crypto Warehouse, help us grow the channel and help us make more videos like this. So then, before we begin looking at the projects, let's go through how this works. Vote.dupe.ag. This is the DAO platform that you vote for. It tells you how many people have staked, how many dupe are staked. You can see my voting power here, and you can see the previous proposals. Round 1 of the LFG vote took place on the 7th of March, finished on the 10th of March. There was a proposal to pay the core working group recently that was passed with a successful vote of about 95%. This, however, is where I must warn you. Staking your dupe here does not constitute you being given the airdrop. You have to vote. You have 3 days from April the 17th to vote. If you stake your dupe here and do not vote, there is no airdrop for you. This is where the confusion for Zeus, and I imagine when Sharkify is dropped, will happen for them as well. If you stake and do not vote, no airdrop. So I will make a video close to the time, probably on the 17th, telling you that this is going to happen. In the previous round, we have the list of tokens and projects. On the right, we have Sharky, Uprock, Banks, Zeus, MonkeyDex, Sourceful. Of those, Sharky and Zeus won, and Zeus has had its airdrop. Sharky's is yet to come. And of the other projects, Uprock, MonkeyDex, and Sourceful are all fighting for the vote again this time around. So what we're going to do is we're going to go through each one of these projects in turn and spend no more than 20 or 30 seconds looking at each one, and I'm going to give you a rating out of 10. Now, what is vitally important is that you do your own research. It is not my decision which of these tokens you vote for. So let's begin and have a look at Sanctum first. Sanctum took part in the very first vote. I've covered them before. I've talked about their liquid staking tokens. I think this is a solid project, and I think it has a place in the market. So Sanctum is something you should go and look at. Liquid staking tokens. When you look at staking your Salana and receiving Marinade Salana or Blaze Salana, whichever one it is, they are liquid staking tokens. And Sanctum creates those. So this has a place in the market, in my opinion. And I would highly recommend going to check out their website. Uprock is next. Share your internet, get rewards, get passive income, get airdrops. They are trying to create a mesh, a mobile network mesh, particularly in areas where there might not be so much coverage. And Uprock is one of those projects that, in my opinion, it's not sexy, but it's useful. And if you look at Chainlink, for example, it's not sexy, but it's very useful. So for me, Uprock gets another tick. If Sanctum was an 8 out of 10, I would give Uprock an 8 out of 10 as well. It's helping power the blockchain of the future. It's helping power the mobile networks in areas where there may or may not be proper connectivity. So again, another solid project. Sourceful is a little bit more difficult to explain because it's based on the power grid. Sourceful represents the first blockchain-enabled virtual power plant. Together, we unlock the potential of distributed energy resources. Here is a map of Europe. This doesn't really explain what the project does, what I would suggest you do is head over to Docs and go through the project. As well as the in-depth information about the project, there's also some very simple explainers on what the project is about. This is not, again, an easy project to fully understand in a couple of minutes. You need to go and spend a good half an hour on this project. Do I think this project will be adopted and worked? I don't know. I don't think it will. Of the ones we've looked at so far, this would only get a 6 or 7 out of 10 from me. MonkeyDEX, it does what it says on the tin. MonkeyDEX is a decentralized exchange. We need more decentralized exchanges. I imagine that by staking on here and using this project, you will be rewarded with MonkeyDEX tokens. Again, there can never be too many DEXs. It helps distribute the network. It helps reach out to places. Maybe MonkeyDEX will become the meme DEX of the future, who knows? But I like this project. I liked it the first time around. Again, this is a solid 8 or 9 out of 10 for me. Nian Heroes then is new to the vote. I haven't seen this before in the LFG, and we have played this before on a live stream. Brogan played this game probably 4 or 5 months ago when he was testing it out. He liked the game. It's fast-paced. It's easy to play. You need more games on your blockchain to drive adoption. So I am all for Nian Heroes. And for me, this gets a solid 9 out of 10. This is something we need more of. We have games on the Solana ecosystem. We have Earth from Another Sun and, of course, Star Atlas. But we need more games like this. So Nian Heroes, for me, might get my vote next Wednesday. We'll have to wait and see. But I would certainly go and check out this website, go and join, go and have a play around, and go and have a look at the project. I like this one, and I think this will appeal to a lot of people. Finally then is the Salana ID, personal perks on chain. Turn your wallets into super accounts and earn, powered by Concordium and Mina, built on Solana. Now, I am all for controlling your personal information, controlling your personal digital ID, and having your own digital passport. This is something that I prefer against the likes of things like WorldCoin, which I find are intrusive and are sided with people like the World Economic Forum. So controlling your own information is the future, in my opinion. Elon Musk even spoke about it this week. So I would be very happy if this won the vote. Claim your DSID score today. With DSID, you turn your wallet into a super account. And it explains itself in 3 simple terms. Own your digital reputation. Bridge Web 2 data to Web 3, and reputation equals incentives. A great app and a great way to finish this short review of all the projects in the vote. So now you've seen a brief overview of each project. My recommendation is to go and check out the DAO, go and check out the LFG Launchpad, and go and read the Q&As of each project. Again, this is a DAO. It is a decentralized voting system. Your vote matters just as much as mine does, and I do not want to sway the vote. There are 265,000 wallets, potentially 230,000 people are going to vote next Wednesday. So every vote counts, and everybody has their own opinion. I believe personally that any 2 of these projects that are picked are going to be worthy winners. Again, there's no standout project for me this time. The standout project for me last time, as I've said, was Zeus. And this time around, any of those 2 that win will add to the ecosystem. And don't forget, although these are free tokens, we are giving them exposure. They are getting exposure to over 250,000 wallets. That's worth its weight in gold to these projects, and they need this exposure to grow their projects and gain further investment. So taking part in the vote not only helps you and helps Jupiter, but it also helps each one of these projects. So please make sure to vote next Wednesday. With all that being said, please feel free to like and subscribe to Crypto Warehouse. Help us grow the channel. If you want to become an OG member, That costs $2 or $3 a month and helps support us financially. You have been great. As always, I have been Mike. Take care. See you soon. Goodbye.